how do you access divine power?
How do I access divine power? What a great question that is. It's assuming that divine power is separate. So divine power is what's actually already animating each of us, myself included. We are spiritual beings in human bodies. We are spiritual going through the material experience. So there isn't any separation to me. I think this is one of the misconceptions that are out there. I had written a book called The Awakened Millionaire a few years ago, and it was the idea of bringing the spiritual and the material together so people saw that there were two sides of the same coin. They're not separate. So divine power is the same as any other power that I might access. Now, I'm not dismissing the question. I'm not making fun of the question. I'm trying to unpack the question with a deeper answer than what somebody might expect. Divine power is what we already have. What we want to do is tap into it without our ego's limitations. So many of us only do what we think is possible. Well, if we really tapped into the divine, or we really accepted that we are the divine, would we have any limitations? When we think, oh, I can only do such and such, or I can only have such and such, or I can only achieve such and such, or I can only attract such and such, we're coming from our limitations of the mind. I wrote a book called Zero Limits. The big focus of a lot of my work these days is to explain to everybody there actually aren't any limits. All the ones that we are believing in and agreeing on and talking about or arguing over are mental constructs. They're beliefs. They're paradigms of limitations. If you actually started to pretend, as a way to begin to make it real, that you are the divine itself in human form, you would start to go for things bigger than what you thought were possible. And this would be a way to answer the question, tap into the divine. Divine's already there. Power is already there. It's kind of like removing what we think is the separation.